right, guys, we happen to be driving another Jeep Gladiator, and Christian just has announced that he has found a new spot to take pictures. So we're going to go check it out, go make sure it's going to be okay, and make sure nobody jumps him or anything, and then we're going to give a quick walk around on this Jeep. So is this the right way?
Yep.
All right. So give you a little backstory on this Jeep. I had a customer of mine looking for one of these. Specifically, he did not want black. This is a black Jeep. He wanted a Gladiator. He wanted a pickup truck version. He wanted us to lift it. He wanted 38s or 40s. This Jeep checks every box that he wanted, and then some, which I'll show you when we get up here. And it's already done. And we were looking at these in the same price point, basically, with low miles as what this one is done. Now, this also makes either number 4 or number 5 that we have in stock of Jeep Gladiator. So if you're searching for a Gladiator, the previous video we were in one, there's another video I did the other day of one, and then there's several others. But this one is over the top. So I'm thinking this has got between 6 and 8 inches of lift. I'll have Daniel verify that for sure at the shop. It's got some crazy king shocks with reservoirs that are adjustable. Bed cover, tinted windows, power folding steps, 40-inch Toyos, 22-inch fuel wheels, and the best part about it, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, it's got a RIP supercharger on it. So with the RIP supercharger, we're familiar because the guy was actually going to put one of those superchargers on his next build. Ended up finding him a Hummer, one of these customers that he's just ready to buy something when he's ready to buy something. So we found him a cool Hummer. So he didn't build the Jeep, didn't buy the Jeep, but we did a lot of research trying to find him one exactly what he wanted. And what we came up with was very similar prices. This only has 16,000 miles. So most all of them we've got right now are very low miles. Like what?
You passed it.
I already passed it?
I was pointing over here.
I was looking ahead because a responsible driver pays attention to the road.
Just turn around.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know where Bissell is?
So while we're driving, I'll give you guys a little update on, no, I don't know where Bissell is. I know where UPS is because they've been here for 100 years.
Just turn around.
Give you guys a little update. So the fellow that I told you guys and his son had the issue. We got a car behind us, so we can't just whip around. Where he was in his parking lot. I'll give you a little update on that situation. So that guy, shop owner, like I said, owned the facility. It was his son, and it was a roundy round car. Their roundy round car was spitting the belt off after the 3rd lap of every race, throwing the alternator belt. So obviously put him out of the race. So they said, we're going to fix this. So he was doing some hot laps around their parking lot. He was not breaking traction. He was just doing laps, trying to figure out what was going on so they could fix the belt problem. And sure enough, the police pulled up. He did get a reckless driving ticket. He did only have his learners. I did find that out. So obviously they were worried that it was going to affect his getting a driver's license. And the kid was a great kid, never in trouble, straight student, everything was good. So they went to court over it, and when they went to court, it was dropped to driving school. We had to spend a day in driving school. It did not go on his record, but the police officer and the judge did not even let him speak as the father of a minor and as the business owner, property owner, and everything else. They didn't even let him speak, which is kind of crazy. But that's what happened with that. So a lot of people were wondering, about that situation. And that is straight from the horse's mouth. That's what happened. And again, that was many, many moons ago. But when Christian said we should do some donuts, that's why we don't do the dumb stuff. All these burnout marks that you see sometimes in some of our videos at the end of this street, where people do some street racing and some other things, they're not from us. So they just kind of make cool background content. So we do have... do want to clarify that because other people have asked. No, we don't drive the Lamborghinis down here and do burnouts and Vipers. None of this stuff on the road is from us. So, all right, this is a little bit closer than the last place.
Take left, and then take your next left.
Another big old building.
I like big buildings. Keep going straight.
This is perfect right here.
This is where I took pictures.
Yeah, let's good. It's real good. All right, now we're now on the road. I might check my phone real quick, and Christian's gonna get out and do a little walk around this Jeep, and we're gonna show you guys all the good stuff. All right, as you can see, paint is great, undercarriage is great. It's got a pass-through steering stabilizer. It's got the big King shocks with the reservoirs, RIP supercharger badges, and yes, there's the big old intercooler, forward-facing camera. If I can get the hood open. Pretty impressive. Got a blow-off valve. Got the intercooler up front. If you look right in here, you can see the supercharger. You got to come around this way probably. Did you take pictures on the hood? Yeah. Cool. So it was well done. Now, to get optimal performance out of these superchargers, where I was going earlier, my guy had researched it. It does need to have a specific tune, basically like a dyno tune done. That has not been done to this one. So if you floorboard it, it does fall down. Feels good other than that, but if you give it all the juice, it does fall down. So it needs that dyno tune to be perfected. It also has some really nice brake caliper covers. Or are they actual brake calipers? No, they're covers. Nice looking though. Again, the big steps. It does have these clearance lights added, so you guys, some of y'all make comments about the big wide tires because you're in a state that doesn't allow it. And even Virginia does have a regulation too. These help a lot getting around that regulation. This truck's got big front and back, upgraded track bars. The lift is done good. Daniel's been over the suspension. Bed cover, spray and bed liner. And we did not get a chance to really, like I said, go much further because it didn't need anything else. This truck was built well, tons of money spent on it. We're gonna try to line them all up today, and I'll get you a video of all of them because we've got the one that's 1 ton converted. We've got the Sahara model. We've got the Mojave model. Now a Rubicon model. We'll talk a few more things about the Rubicon features on the way back. But no matter how you look at this thing, it is standing tall all the way around. All right, let's jump in and head back to the office. So on a lot of vehicles, the stickers and the packages are really no more than just stickers and cosmetic things. But a Rubicon is really a very, very well built machine. If you notice down here, it's got locking front and rear differentials. So basically it's got onboard lockers. You got off-road mode, you got sway bar, disconnects. You got a ton of things that a Rubicon actually does have. So kudos to Jeep for sticking with a performance-built off-road vehicle, which is what this is. If you go off-road, you hit the lockers, you air down, you can use these things on some of the rock crawling courses, and you can definitely use them in the dirt and the mud. There's a ton of things you can do with these vehicles that are very much performance-built. With the motor these things have, especially like the 392 Hemi one that we have, it's nasty. But this one with the supercharger, you can also hear the blow-off valve here in a second. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's got a pretty cool blow-off valve. Sounds neat when it does it. Big screen display, T-tops that are removable. What else, Christian? You just drove it too. What else did you notice? Pretty well decked out. Embroidered seats, leather seats. I'm sure they're heated seats. It definitely has a heated steering wheel. Heated seats, yes. Air conditioning works great. All the mods have done very well. Like I said, when Brian and Daniel go over one in the shop, even if we don't build it, we still go over it. We still tighten, snug, adjust, align, whatever it needs to do. Of course, you know, Brian actually texted me last night. The yellow Jeep that we have, we actually did the build on. I didn't realize that, but more to come on that one. That's a full built street / off-road Jeep. That's pretty affordable for what it is. He said they spent almost 2 weeks on the build of that Jeep for a dealership owner, which we did know that part, which will be in the video, so that's pretty cool. A couple things inside here have been color matched. I don't think that's factory. Soundbar, speakers. Did you photograph that too? Cool. All right, Christian is doing a good job. So kudos today. If we get him to subscribe to the channel, we'll be in good shape. Hopefully he doesn't thumbs down any of our videos. But so that's all we got for this time. Hopefully Christian will stay non-kicked out of that facility. And if so, we'll be able to bring you guys some good pictures and good videos and future content with some good background and less noise and less commotion than what the car lot has. So thanks, guys. Davis Drives on YouTube, Davis Auto Sales. We're out.